people. Hmm. Another beautiful day. Yep. Hope your five senses work, health, and strength is good. What? Well, to you Starfield fans again. Found this little article here on Game Rant. Says this: Starfield NASA Punk approach is its most unique quality. Says here Bethesda upcoming RPG Starfield is attention grabbing for many reasons. Attention grabbing, not attention seeking. But its unique aesthetics may be what help it stands out the most. So Bethesda hasn't made a game in 25 years, huh? Okay. Or 20 years. And they were working on Starfield, and they didn't let no information get out, meaning leaks and rumors, and they didn't start talking about Starfield until they felt comfortable or ready to do so. That's why they did that Xbox and Bethesda showcase. So yeah, when it comes to Starfield, your mind needs to be in adventure and exploration. That's where it needs to be. Because Starfield has hundreds of planets. Or hundreds. So yeah. If you played, let's see. Okay. Mario 64 and Zelda Ocarina of Time. Mario 64 was like, go anywhere you want to go, right? And Zelda Ocarina of Time was the first open world game for consoles. And yes, it was open world for those who don't know. But anyway, and then if you play games like, say, Skyrim, Breath of the Wild, Xenoblade Chronicle X, if you played Anthem, Destiny, then if you've played those games, because those games are open world games, then apply that to outer space. Starfield is an open space game. Yeah, and we're talking 1,000 planets. So yeah, your mind needs to be in exploration and adventure. Oh yeah, and get some snacks. Please have some time ready. That's number one. And get some snacks ready. Yeah, this game is going to be big. Anyway, listen to this. Listen to this. It says here, oh, by the way, you get to build your own space station and repair ships. So yeah, if you take all those open world games that you have ever played, bring them all together and then apply to outer space. Starfield is an open space game. Yeah. And a lot of developers are looking forward to it. And gamers. Yeah. Developers, because they need some new ideas how to make their space games better. And gamers, they just love space, period. For those sci-fi nerds. Anyway. Anyway, listen to this. It says here, ever since Bethesda announced its big IP in 2018, fans have been eager to learn more about the mysterious Starfield. In the years since it was first mentioned, the developer managed to keep a pretty tight lid on the game, and barely any details made their way out into the wild, meaning rumors and leaks. That was until this year when Bethesda started to open up a lot more about Starfield ahead of its original 2022 release. The game may have pushed back into 2023, but players have been given some fair, substantive looks inside the world of Starfield and learn what they might expect from the upcoming title. Alright, says here, over the last few months, the developer has revealed intriguing details like Starfield varies, array of joinable factions, the in-depth character creator, and the individualized origin story and the highly customizable spaceship players can fly. Starfield also has an ambitiously large scope filled with hundreds of planets to explore. Hundreds. Yeah, so which should hopefully keep players entertained for hours. Yeah. It's an open world. It's an open world game in outer space. Starfield. Anyway, one of the earliest aspects that Bethesda spoke about was the game aesthetics, which it declares as NASA Punk, a design that could help set Starfield apart from other titles. Okay. Yeah. This game is big. Anyway, says here, NASA Punk explained. Says here, due to Starfield being Bethesda's first new IP in over 25 years, it was bound to generate a lot of buzz regardless of its features. Thankfully, it seems like the upcoming title has more than enough aspect to warrant the high level of interest. Even if it remains to be seen if it can live up to the hype, players have been lapping up every new bit of info release about Starfield, and since the start of the year, the developer have been increasingly candid about what the game entails. These updates and new details have included behind-the-scenes developer video screenshots, an extensive look at gameplay during the Xbox and Bethesda Games Showcase. Okay. Now, says here, one of the first tidbits that fans were given was an indication of what kind of looks and feel Starfield was going for. Lead artist Van Paley explained the game NASA Punk aesthetic as a more realistic approach to sci-fi than games might usually employ. The aim throughout the new title development was to create items, environments, and cosmetics that seems more grounded and relatable, and that could conceivably be a part of a nearish future rather than a slicker, futuristic design seen in games like Mass Effect, or the colorful, highly stylized look at No Man's Sky. Yeah, people. Starfield, to go where no gamer has gone before. Anyway, says here, from what has been shown of Starfield so far, it seems like the dedication to realism and practically is all going towards creating an immersive and experience as possible. Bethesda has also spoken about its intention towards character interactions and how the use of intricate dialogue system and complex facial animation is also working towards an authentic and captivating visual experience. Starfield, folks, there are important elements of creating an engrossing role-playing game, and giving Starfield reliance on players-driven stories, making each aspect as in-depth and authentic as possible is vital. Yeah, get ready, people. This game is going to be big. It says here, Starfield is aiming to be a nuanced exploration of how humanity could realistically exist in outer space. And what kind of interplanetary society would actually look like. The NASA Punk aesthetics ties in perfectly with this goal, referencing and possibly using current space-faring technology for inspiration while still putting its own spin on it. Where are we at here? While that encompasses the NASA part of it, the punk bit suggests more of an irreverent, rebellious, and DIY dimension. Do it your own. Do it your own. This could combine the realism of space technology with the necessary adjustment and adaptability that people would need to inject into it for a varied and challenging life amongst the stars. Why are you guys running to outer space anyway? The Earth is beautiful. What's wrong with you people? Anyway, okay. How Starfield set Starfield apart. Okay, says here there are games that have used a similar sort of look as the one that Starfield seems to be striving for. Games like Alien Isolation employs a grittier, well-used aesthetic to its ships and items, inspired by the design of the 1979 film Star Wars film, and games have also occasionally used a comparable look, like Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, which has an aesthetic that called to mind the grimier side of sci-fi. However, even though these games utilize a design that is arguably more realistic than a shinier, cleaner look, they still feel alien and out of reach. So basically, Starfield is going to address is addressing things that other games won't do. It says here, this is where Starfield sets itself apart. Some games may have a more live in feel to their environments and ships, and this makes them feel much more realistic than the barely touch vibe of some sci-fi settings. But Starfield is presenting a space-faring society that doesn't feel that far away from the player's own. Starfield armor concept and characters design that have been revealed so far show the men and make do punk part of the aesthetic as humans struggle to survive on the fringe of space and beyond the protection, or in parentheses or control, of the United Colonies. And got two more paragraphs here. It says here, some players think that Starfield NASA punk aesthetics will have a lot of significance with regards to its plot. With so much thought and detail presented in the game design, it makes sense that aspects of it will bleed into the narrative and theme of Starfield as well. Bethesda is creating a whole new universe, and building that world from the ground up is an exciting opportunity to inject a specific viewpoint into every aspect of a game. While the trailer have shown off some more mysterious alien technology that players will have to get to the bottom of as they explore the variety of system and planets, it seems the majority of Starfield tech fits into its NASA punk realism. And says, last paragraph here says here, while some may think that Starfield preoccupation with realism is intriguing, it does mean that some of more fantastical elements of space-faring sci-fi might not make an appearance. Alien creatures have been seen in Starfield gameplay clips, but so far there haven't been any signs of intelligence, aliens, or other sentient life. This could be an excellent addition to Starfield's story, and would add another layer to the challenges of trying to survive in space and cultivate a functioning society. What's wrong with the Earth, man? What's wrong with you people? Anyway, however, with a focus on the realistic aspect of a space living, Starfield can explore a much more nuanced and complex narrative around relative human experience and attempt to carve out a niche in a challenging environment. And it says here Starfield comes out in the 23rd PC and Xbox Series X and S. So what's wrong with the Earth? Okay, Bethesda? What's wrong with the Earth? The Earth is beautiful, you know. Why you want to go to outer space? There's no life up there, you know. Anyway, and every planet has different oxygen levels. So you want to talk about creating life and building colonies, huh? Well, 2023, we'll see how good this game is. But so far, what they're saying in the article, that game is they haven't made Bethesda hasn't made a game in 25 years, so they've been working on this for quite some time, you know. And now this game is coming to the light, and like I told you earlier, your mind need to be in exploration mode, and be ready for the space life, so to speak, and take it from there. But like I told you, if you played say Anthems, Destiny, all those open world games that you play, those were a prelude of things to come. So Starfield is an open space game, and open world, open space, and plenty of planets to visit. So if you play Destiny, then you know what you're about to get into, you know. Where Destiny focus on like the whole first-person shooting of space, Starfield has that and then some. So yeah, that game it's going to be a big game, and you got hundreds of planets to explore. So and plus hundreds of hours to put in. So your mind need to be in travel, exploration, and adventure mode, and take it from there. But like I told you guys, get you some popcorn and some drinks and some chips, and get some time available for this game. It's gonna be a big game next year. It will be, and it's coming out on the PC, Xbox Series X and S. So yeah, PC gamers got to get their rigs together, and you know, gamers got to get the Xbox Series X or S, whatever one they prefer, and get ready for 2023. Yeah, this game is going to be a big game, man. You know, I think the reason why they delayed it is because you know, they were worried. You know, they saw what happened to Cyberpunk. You know, they saw what happened to, you know, games like Anthem, games like Star Wars. So Bethesda delayed the game for probably for that reason and other reasons, so they can work on the game some more. But when they're finished working on it, we'll be able to play it. So you know, give them the time they need so they can work on this game. But it's gonna be big. Get ready. Anyway, I'm gonna leave this video for y'all to enjoy. Nice talking to you people again. Chris, it's still Star Wars and Star Trek thing. Or Dark Side. Peace.